don't give in. Yeah. Miles and miles you will have been.
Well, hello everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here at some old ruins here in Suffolk. A place called Leiston Abbey. As you can see, it's very, very worn down now. But what a place, eh? What a place. It's like lots and lots of monasteries at the time were disbanded by our good old King, Henry VIII. Took all their wealth, took all their power for himself, good old king, and left them in these ruins like this. Let's have a look up here. I think there's a church where the church used to be. Screaming kid, not getting its own way. As you can see, it's quite impressive. You can imagine in its day it would have been something to be believed. This is where the actual abbey was. There was the altar. Ran all the way down here to over here. These houses have been built since the abbey was stopped. So they're not as old as the abbey, these. Even though they're very old. Trust me, they're old. But this is a lot older. I think this was started by the Normans after the 1066 conquest. And French monks came over and started the abbey up. And part of their French franchise. Franchise, it's a good one. So yeah, it started as a French and became English, of course, or British. And till that old king came along and said, enough's enough. So there you go, Leiston Abbey. If you're out this way, give it a look. It's a lovely place. Oh, first time on a bike for nearly, well, over 3 weeks. I just realised something. I ride a bike more in the winter than I do in the summer. It's not that I can't ride it more in the summer. It's just that I've got too much things to do. Too much to do. In the winter, I have nothing to do. And it gives me more time. As easy as that. But I thought I'd show you this. Today I'm having a very long ride because, like I say, I haven't ridden a bike for quite a while. So I'm having a good old ride, going to several places. So there you go. Leiston Abbey. Wow, here we are. Part 2. I'm at Sizewell Tea Hut. Just pulled up. Spotted some decent bikes, so I thought I'd give you a little look. An AGS, a BSA, look like military bikes. Look at those, eh? And a little Bantam, 175 BSA. And of course, a Honda. What do you think of them, eh? Look at that. Great. All decked out, I suppose they were when they were used by the army in the war or whatever. Alright. Hope you enjoyed that. Just a few little bikes to see them. I thought, right, I'm going to stop and film them. I think I'm going to call this vlog Out and About, I think. Well, I'm at Sizewell. There's Sizewell A power station, nuclear. I'm going to have a walk up to the beach, have a look, show you the North Sea, I suppose. Wow, there's your North Sea at Sizewell. some sort of like fishing hut things down there. I don't know what they are, like shacks, but people are sitting outside with their chairs and tables, so it must be some sort of beach hut. Oh, there you go, the North Sea. If you are thinking what these things sticking out of the sea are here, they're outfalls for the beautiful nuclear power stations. And you can tell with the sort of skepticism in my voice, I detest them. But this is the A. This was built, I think, in the 60s, this first one. It's now been decommissioned. Nobody, well, it's going to cost millions and millions and millions of pounds to decommission it. And parts of it, nobody will be able to go into for about 3,000 years. Great. If you do, you'll die. Size will be the newer looking one with the big dome. I have to confess, I helped build that one. I spent 2 years working on that, a long while ago now, but didn't agree with it then. But I had children to feed and everything else, and I had to say to myself, well, if I don't do this, there's plenty more will jump in. And I had to feed them kids. So I spent 2 years on there. I laid all the floors and finished off most of the walls. Miles and miles of it. But there you go. Size will be. They're now thinking about putting another one in here. It's all been in the news. They're 50-50 on it by the sounds of it. 1 minute they say they're going to build it, the next minute they're not. But the cost is so big to build one of these is unbelievable. We're not talking, you know, thousands and thousands of pounds. We're talking billions and billions of pounds. And the same thing will apply. Once it's built, runs its life, produces its, you know, its electric. When it's decommissioned like this old one here, our great grandchildren and even more will look back at us and go, thanks for leaving us this most dangerous stuff known to man, uranium. Nobody's going to walk into a room full of uranium, even in thousands and thousands of years' time. So that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people are for it, but that's just me. I don't like leaving something to people in the future. We just come from a ruin, and I could go on about that as well, you know. But these places are not going to be ruins that I can walk around like Leicester Abbey. Not for 2,000 years or 3,000 years. Quite scary. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed our little round and about here at Sizewell. Oh, I'm going to have a vape. My bloody glass fell out of my sunglasses. I've got to fix them. Might have a cup of tea at the tea room there. So there you go. On the east coast of England, Suffolk. All I can say now, boys and girls, is all ride safe. All love each other. Suffolk Andy.